When I say that BBL really ruined my life, I even lost my boyfriend behind it. He was telling me the whole time, like, you're stinking real bad down there and I can't stomach it.
Whoa! Oh, did something crawl in here and die?
First I'm in denial, like, no, you're hating, you're mad, I got a BBL. It was the truth. It got to the point to where I would be washing my laundry, weekly, like I've been doing before I got the BBL. When I would get my laundry out of the dryer, it would still smell like that raw eating flesh.
Can you smell it?
Today we gonna follow the story of this lady and her rotten BBL and try to determine if BBLs actually stink. What it look like TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians, we're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. Now, y'all saw the intro. We're going to follow this lady's journey and what she had to say on TikTok because it's causing quite an uproar. And we're going to see if we can decide for ourselves without actually having to go through the trauma of smelling one. Do these BBLs stink or not? So let's get right back into her story.
So this is part 2 on why I had to get my BBL surgically removed. So in part 1, I was telling y'all how my sit-down ear was stinking real bad. And it got to the point to where I had to carry around a bottle of air freshener or a bottle of perfume.
Like what? What?
My sit-down ear was stinking real bad. And it got to the point to where I had to carry around a bottle of air freshener or a bottle of perfume because when I would use public restrooms, it would stink so bad and the smell would linger.
Stinks in here.
It was like an embarrassment. I didn't want to come out the bathroom with it smelling like that and someone else was waiting at the door. When I say that BBL really ruined my life, I even lost my boyfriend behind it. He was telling me the whole time, like, you're stinking real bad down there and I can't stomach it. First I'm in denial, like, no, you're hating, you're mad, I got a BBL.
That's stupid! Use your common sense.
It was the truth. It got to the point to where I would be washing my laundry, weekly, like I've been doing before I got the BBL. When I would get my laundry out of the dryer, it would still smell like that raw eating flesh. I really was like...
Before we go any further, that was part 1. I know it says part 2, but I don't want to give any spoilers out. That's part 1. Things are going to be a little bit off because as the story progresses, some things happen. But that was part 1. Now let's move on to part 2 on exactly how her relationship imploded on itself.
So this one day, me and my boyfriend, we getting ready, to do something. So first, let me say, my boyfriend at the time did not want me to get the procedure done, but I insisted.
How's that working out for you?
Me and my sister went to get the procedure done together. And before I got the procedure done, I joined the group on Facebook. It was like a support group. Different women that got it, that's in relationships, just for, to talk about it. So a lot of women in the group was pretty much saying, when you get it, your boyfriend is going to be jealous, so just keep an eye out on that. So when he was telling me it was smelly down there, I was going to the group saying, he's saying it's smelly down there. They was basically telling me to ignore him. He's jealous, but he'll eventually come around. So me and my sister got the procedure done at the same time. So at first, man's was healing up good. It was healing normal. So was my sister's. And I would ask her, is you healing well? She would tell me, yeah. I was healing well maybe the first 6 to 7 weeks. But after that, it kept on leaking and kept on draining. I was asking my sister how hers was doing. She said she was not leaking or draining. Mine's would close up, but then like a day or two later, it would start leaking again. So I used to put gauze and dressings on it to support the leakage while I may have been outside or out and about. So that's why I had it for a year with the leakage, because there would be points that it would close up, or I would think it was closed up fully, but it wasn't. So one day me and my boyfriend was about to do something, and he just was like, I cannot take the smell anymore, and he broke up with me and he left.
Bye, have a great time.
And that was pretty much that. But he was telling me for months, but me listening to the women in a group thinking they knew what they was talking about, it kind of messed everything up for me. It even got to the point I was wearing jeans in the summertime because it was an embarrassment even looking at it. I'm going to upload the picture right here.
My man had to roll. He got tired of every time they did the do, he was in the bedroom like,
Yo, my dick stinks!
who did that? That was AI. That was not me. But anyway, man, we gotta stop allowing ourselves to be talked into dumb stuff by total strangers online and ignoring the actual physical loved ones in our life. So many times now people are talking about what people said online. It never crossed your mind that your man, the only person on earth that's supposed to have the access to enjoy that BBL, had a vested interest in making sure everything was okay with the BBL? That never crossed your mind? That if anybody's going to tell you something's wrong with the BBL, it's going to be your man? But we not here to kill her, because actually I give her the ultimate props for coming out and being this transparent. So let's continue on with the story and see exactly where this is going.
Part 3 on how I got my BBL surgically removed because my sit-down one was stinking real bad.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
So I deleted part 1 because there were so many people in the comments talking how y'all are doing now. So I deleted part 1 and I made part 2 because there was some people in the comments that wanted to know more. BBL stink, do you hear me?
It stinks!
And it's not coming from the vagina or the beehole. It's coming from the incisions that they cut to inject the fluid and the fat in your butt, okay? There's people in the comments saying, oh, you wasn't washing up right. Come on, let's be real. It's coming out of the incision. It can stink. I don't care what y'all say. It stink. And if it's not healing properly and your body is rejecting it, the hole will remain open and the drainage will continue to come out and stink up your linen, stink up your underwear, stink up everything, okay? Now, my BBL been removed for the past 4 years. Only had it in for about a year until it was stinking so bad I couldn't take it no more. I don't know if y'all wanted me to get on here and say BBL smell good, but they stink. Stay away from them.
You guys stink.
Now, this is the part about the story that I don't understand, and as you can tell that she's not understanding. All she did is share her story, and the internet is pissed off at her. I'm talking about she is receiving all types of backlash just for sharing her experience.
I wasn't expecting my video to blow up like it did, but I have a lot of women angry with me. They are reporting me. They're commenting nasty things. I'm just about to delete everything and go about my business, because when I say this is crazy, it's like they removed the sound from my other video. I wasn't saying anything, but I guess I did not fit their narrative. They're not happy about my experience. That's pretty much what I was saying. They denied that. They said they're not putting my sound back up. So I'ma just... The crazy part is so many women pissed off at me. I don't even know who to start to block so they could start reporting me. They're just coming at a rapid pace. So I'm done, y'all. I'm just like, I didn't know people was going to get mad like this. I just thought I was sharing experience, but I'm done. This BBL tribe don't play.
Now you got a whole bunch of the BB aliens out there on TikTok like,
who the told y'all that BBLs have a smell? Women with BBLs have a smell? It's really videos out here talking about the scent of a woman with a BBL.
My nose starting to tinkle a little.
Come sniff my ass. What the f is y'all talking about? News flash. Your ass just stink. You ain't washed your ass. You just stink. You ain't got shit to do with a BBL. Dumb bitch.
you got a whole bunch of people on there like that. I'm only going to show one because I don't want to give them no shine. But they on there attacking this lady from every angle you can attack her from. And to me, it just makes no sense. And your argument seems disingenuous. If you could admit that it's some smell at first and then it goes away, then I could rock with you. But when you get up in the video and you act like it's just unfathomable that you stink after you just had a major surgery that continues to ooze pus out of your body for a couple months afterwards, you sound crazy. Have any of y'all ever popped a pimple and smelled it? That little amount of pus stinks. Can you imagine drainage?
Everybody stinks after surgery. Everybody stinks after surgery. It's not just one particular surgery. You have to think about what happens during surgery. First of all, you have like the cold sweats because you're super scared of having surgery before surgery. You're not allowed to eat or drink a lot of things. So you start off with some bad breath going into surgery. And then you're not eating all day during the surgery. And they're physically opening up your body. So all the smells that happen inside your body are coming out of your body. And often you will have like drains, or your incisions will be open to drain themselves. They'll slap you in a garment without washing you, and you haven't had a shower since maybe last night, maybe not last night. And then for the next day or two, they really don't want you to get in the shower again. They want you to just kind of like lie low and like eat whatever you can eat. And hopefully you don't vomit. Like I vomited after my surgery. So all of that together, me not showering for 2 days, me having like drains in, me having this operation and me vomiting after my operation, and then all the smells of my body anyways, it turns out that you smell after your surgery.
Makes absolute sense to me. And then when you couple that with having to wear a bodysuit to keep all the smells skin tight to your body for months afterwards, you're going to have a smell. But let's go to some people that actually have experience around people with these BBLs and with these smells and see what their personal opinion of it is so we can, make a better evaluation.
Y'all was getting BBLs or BB smells? Because every time I'm next to one of y'all motherfuckers, it reeks, it stinks, it have a stench around the area. And it's always the same type of stench. Y'all was getting BB smells.
I had to come outside and talk about this because after what I just experienced, I'm traumatized. BBL smell is 100% real.
It's true.
I don't care what your mama say. I don't care what your friends say. I don't even care what your doctor say. BBL smell is real, and let me tell you why. And if you're wondering what it smells like, it smells like broccoli. The broccoli that's been sitting in your pot with the top on for 2 days. We all know how that smells. Sour, funky, moldy. Now, it's going to be some people that say, my BBL don't smell like that. I don't know where she get her information from. Take your hand and rub it back there and see if you smell the same thing that I'm smelling.
And
Now, some BBLs have a soft, funky smell, like a musky smell. And then some BBLs have a loud smell, a smell like rotten flesh. But trust me, it's all the same smell. Now, if you're wondering how to get that funky smell up out of your skin, because yeah, it's sucked in them pores and it's deep within that skin. Take you a cup of vinegar, 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt, run you a bath of hot, steamy water, and sit in a tub for about 30 to 45 minutes. You're going to need one of them thick rags that you get from Amazon, the hotel style rags. I've told 2 friends about that, and trust me, it works. And I know I joke a lot, but this is not a joke. This is serious. Let's get that smell out the way because, baby, I can't take it no more. If y'all gonna do it, let's just do it, right? Okay?
Broccoli. Y'all done left that pot of broccoli on the stove. Broccoli.
BBL smell is real. I don't care who gon' sit up on this app and deny it, but all BBLs got a smell. And if you wondering what the BBL smell like, it smell like earring backs.
Yeah, well, that's disgusting.
It's a sour smell on them BBLs, on all of them. Now, some people go sit up here and say, well, my BBL don't smell like that. It's 2 variations of it. You got the loud and you got the mild. Some BBL smells are mild and some BBL smells are loud, but they all got the same smell. Now, ladies that got BBLs, I'm gonna give you a solution. Now, if you wanna get that smell off for you just so it can last for about 2 days, just dip a booty cheek in Fabuloso and it's gonna get that disinfected in there. I done tried it on 3 women that got BBLs and I'm telling you it works. I've had 3 women with BBLs sit on my couch and I was not able to get the BBL smell off of my couch for about 2 months because the smell is that strong and potent. So baby, please just listen. This is not a joke. This is serious. Summer is on the way. Let's get this smell under control.
I can't front. They might actually be on to something. Because when you got actual people with BBLs talking about the BBL smell, it might be some truth in it.
Is that BBL smell? Dude wipes just sent me over their extra large wipes for extra large backsides. Now we can eliminate BBL smell with no problem. These are plant-based, okay? Extra large wipes, and they're made out of 99% water. And not just that, they do have chamomile extract, okay? And they do not burn when you use them. And if you ain't know by now, you are not all the way clean just using dry tissue. You have to dry, wet, dry. And in order to feel 100% clean, you're gonna need your extra large dude wipes.
Dry, wet, dry. You don't give a damn about the environment. That's a lot of paper. Just get your big behind in the shower or something. But anyway, to end this off, we're going to hear from a nurse that works with these patients on a daily. And she's going to give us the real deal on what's really going on with these BBL.
So, as someone who literally works in plastic surgery post-op care, I be around a lot of BBLs. If your BBL is stinking a year into the process, you might have some, I don't think that's your butt. I think it's a wound. It could be your cooch. I don't think it's the BBL itself. It might be a wound or one of the holes. To which I would say go to your nearest hospital immediately because it's probably rotting for whatever reason. After a BBL, though, I will say the smells are not that pleasant for a multitude of reasons that I'll list out for you. First of all, when you get liposuction, they stick that needle in there. That looked like I was doing something else just now. And when they're sucking that fat out of you, your skin is disconnected from the muscle. And the reason it's important that you get your massages, lymphatic massages, 6 months, you really should get them for at least 6 months after your surgery, is because your skin needs to heal and heal back onto the muscle. And you want it to heal flat and not have that bumpy look that, on someone's stomach. We all know the look I'm talking about. But while it's healing, fluid swells up because you swell. So with the lymphatic drainage for the first couple of days, your holes will still be open. There'll be some doctors choose to drain with tubes. Because if that tube gets yanked or that can hurt, just let it drain out. but it's not gonna smell good because it's literally pus and blood and from your body. It's disgusting. Another reason it stinks is because you're in a faja. You're compressed because we don't want you to swell, right? Because it's healing, and what your body's gonna do if it's not compressed. If it's not compressed, it will expand. You're supposed to stay in that faja for days, right? So what happens is you got all that pus and bullshit coming out that already doesn't smell great. You're in the same faja 4 days a lot of times. You're sweating, and you have your natural must, and you have a lot of smells mixing together. As someone who has done lymphatic massages, I can tell y'all, it doesn't smell great. The girls don't smell great fresh off the table. It's really nothing you can do. Oh, and I forgot this part. You still have, right? You still have, you still have to, and your butt is kind of hard, still swollen from all that freshly injected fat, and it's been sitting in a faja, and you now have, well, you're a part of the club now. You have 17 miles of ass crack, and you cannot necessarily clean yourself as good as you be used to, because you're not like taking full-on showers. You're not doing that 48 hours post-op. Oh, and I forgot this. You still have to pee. Usually, the girls have the urinals or like the cups that they pee in, and you might get a little driblet. You can't fully squat and pee like Pocahontas. I'm sorry if that wasn't politically correct. That's what they called it at Girl Scout camp, which might have been problematic to begin with. You just can't squat and pee in that. Kind of have to be bent and hunched over. Again, this faja hasn't been cleaned, so it has doo-doo niblets, driblets of pee, pus coming out of you, and you're in that faja for like 3 days, 4 days. They take it off and put it right back on. That's what y'all are smelling. Now, that smells horrible, yes. But if you're still smelling like that 6 months post-op, you need to go to the emergency room.
Well, there you go, fresh from somebody that works with people going through that experience every day. But one thing that she failed to mention, or she made it seem other than what it was, they wear that faja for way longer than 4 days. They wear that thing for months afterwards. So those smells and stuff are confined to the body for a long time. But I can say, for the record, we got to be realistic. Once the whole process is done and everything is healed up, BBLs ain't stinking. What I think it is such a long process to healing, and wearing that faja every day, things can happen. And I think possibly what happens in a lot of situations is people become used to the smell. And you can't smell it, and people around you can smell it. You become used to it. You ever go to somebody's house and you go in there and they got a crazy smell, and you can tell they have no clue it has a crazy smell? That's because they become used to it. So I think that's part of the reasons why some people may think it's not a smell when it is a smell there. But anyway, man, y'all tell me y'all experiences. If y'all done had a BBL, does it smell or not? Have you ever been around some people that had a foul smell? I never been around nobody that had any foul smells or anything. And I don't really be checking to see who got BBLs or not. So I don't know. So y'all gonna have to let me know in the comment section. But either which way, hit me up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this one.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you'd have made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.